नमो अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरं गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरोर्पदम् मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोर्कृपाम् शरणागतदीनाथ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्तिहरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सर्वस्वरूपे सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयभ्यस्त्राहि नो देवी दुर्गे देवी नमोस्तुते। Welcome. We start today's session straight away with Chandi. We will not read the Gita today. And I welcome some of the new faces. Of course, I don't know any of them. Doesn't matter. Anybody who is interested in this is most welcome. Now, Runadi has been reading the Chandi. So I would like to ask her, which part would you like me to start with today? You'll have to...
Tritiya Adhyaya.
Tritiya Adhyaya is Mahishasura.
Yes.
Okay. Then let us modify that to the extent that the Prakatya of Durga Devi for the word of Mahishasura is very beautiful. And we will read that and the Tritiya Adhyaya. Okay?
Before we start,
Yeah.
I'd like to say something.
Yeah, of course.
Survi, I have added her. She's from Delhi.
Okay.
She's a Kriyaban. And Hannah is from Brazil. She was very interested in listening to some Sanskrit. She is also another Guru. So
Okay.
you'll have to speak in English at times, explain it. Thank you.
I do that. I try to do that. Sometimes I
Yes.
lapse into Bengali or Hindi, but then...
That's all right. She's very interested in all Indian languages.
What did you say her name was? Hannah?
Hannah Ora Livia, she's from Brazil.
Oh, she's from Brazil. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Welcome, Hannah. So we start with today with the Avirbhav of Devi. Devi is there all the time, everywhere, and it is her reflection in you, me, everywhere, wherever, whatever action takes place in the entire universe is on the basis of her power. But she is not visible normally. So when the Devatas invoke her presence and her blessings to take care of this serious trouble of Mahishasur who has appeared, then she comes as an orb of energy, a large orb of energy, and the Devatas give her their, parts of her, parts of their body to her to form a human form, which we see. And then they give her the various clothes, ornaments, and weapons. So we will read that first, and then we will read the decimation of Mahishasura and his army. So let us start with chapter 2. That is where she appears. Chapter 1, of course, we have discussed yesterday. Chapter 1 is the story of Raja Surat and Samadhi Vesh who approach Medha Rishi to present their own problems, which is your problem and my problem as well, because Surat means Sundar Rath, beautiful chariot. The chariot is your body. What does it carry? It carries your soul, your Atma, which sometimes transforms into Man, the ethereal heart. So, beautiful, I think. And Samadhi Vesh is a person who wants to achieve God, and yet is tied down to his family and attraction for his sons and wife and money and all that. They have booted him out of the house and is wandering around in the forest and is not getting any relief. So he meets Raja Surat in the ashram of Medha Rishi. Medha Rishi is completely, what should I say? I can't find the word for it. Enlightened Buddhi. Buddhi is wisdom. So that's Medha Rishi. It excludes any attraction towards the material world. Okay, now let us see how Devi appears in her second character. The first character I told you yesterday was to awaken Lord Vishnu for him to protect Brahma. That story we will read some other day. Today we will read the second story where all the deities, all the devatas are praying to her to come and rescue them from the atrocities perpetrated on them by this weird demon called Mahishasur, buffalo demon. Buffalo, why buffalo? Because buffalo carries the tamasic gun. Food, fear, sex, and sleep. These are the 4 attributes of this demon. He knows nothing else. He doesn't care about God, he doesn't care about the deities, he doesn't care about anything else. Just him and these 4 attributes. That is why it is essential to get rid of this world from his grip. Let's go. शरणागत दीनाथ परित्राण परायणे सर्वशार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते. द्वितीय अध्याय, सेकंड चैप्टर, देवताओं के तेज से देवी का प्रादुर्भाव और महिषासुर की सेना का वध. The second chapter he decimates his army. The third chapter is killing of Mahishasur himself. Okay, विनियोग. मध्यम चरित्रस्य विष्णु ऋषि महालक्ष्मी देवता उष्णीक छंद शाकंभरी शक्ति दुर्गा बीजम वायुस्तत्वम यजुर्वेद स्वरूपम श्री महालक्ष्मी प्रीत्यर्थ मध्यम चरित्र जपे विनियोग. ध्यानम. ओम अक्षस्र कपरशुंग देशकुलिशं पद्मं धनुषकुण्डिकां दण्डं शक्तिमसिं च चर्म जलजं घण्टां सुराभाजनं शूलं पाशु सुदर्शने च ददति हस्तै प्रसन्नाननां Seve Saribamardinimiha Mahalakshmim Saroj Sthitam. So this second appearance of the second avatar, let me call, is called Mahalakshmi Roop. Om Hring Rishivacham Deva Surma Bhuddhidda Purnamabda Shatampura Maishe Asuranam Dhipe Devanam Chapurandare Tatra Surera Mahavirye Deva Sanyam Parajitam Jitva Cha Sakalan Devan Nindro Abhun Mahishasura Tatah Parajita Deva Padmayonim Prajapatim Puruskritya Gattastatra Yatresha Garuda Dhvajav Yathavrittam Tayosta Dvanamehishasura Cheshtitam Tridasha Kathayamas Suradeva Bhiva Bhava Vistaram Suryendragnaya Nilendum Yamasya Varunasya Cha Anyesham Chadikaran Sa Swayamevaditishtati Swargan Nirakrita Sarve Tena Deva Gana Bhuvi Vicharanti Yathamratya Mahishena Duratmanam Etadha Kathitam Sarva Mamarari Vicheshtitam Sharanam Prapannasmo Vadastasya Vichantayatam. A long time back, the Devatas and the demons had 100-year-long war. In that war, the king of the Asurs, demons, was Mahishasur. And the Dev army was led by Indra. Unfortunately, the Devatas lost to the demons, and Indra was therefore deposed off from his throne, and Mahishasur occupied Indra's throne. Then all the Devatas, I don't want to call them deities because Devatas suits a little better to me. So all the Devatas took the shelter of Brahmaji, the creator, and went to the place where Bhagwan Shankar, Shiva, and Vishnu were present. The Devatas described the enormous strength and skill of Mahishasur and the story of their own defeat to both of these, Vishnu and Shiva. They said Mahishasur has taken over the duties of the sun, Indra, fire, Vayu, air, Chandrama, Yam, and Varun, and other deities, other devatas. And he is become the undisputed controller of all these activities. He has turned all of them out of Swarg, the heavens. So now all of us are here on earth. We seek your shelter, and you must look for some way of getting rid of this monster. As the Devatas were speaking, their anger and the collective anger of Shiva and Vishnu, Brahma, emitted a lot of tej, power, anger. The collective power of the Devatas, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma and all merged into a fiery orb of power. It was an uncomparable collection of power. And then it turned into a woman. It was so full of light, it was dazzling. Bhagwan Shankar, his tej, his power turned into her face. Yamraj is the deity of death. His power turned into her hair. Vishnu Bhagwan's tej created her arms. There were many. Chandrama created her chest. Indra created her, and so on and so forth. Varun ke tej se Janga Pindli, Prithvi ke tej se Nitam. The parts of her body were formed by the different powers of the different deities. The three eyes that she had were given shape to by the power of Agni. Agni is fire. And thus appeared the complete Devi Durga. Now we will see, other than body parts, what the Devatas are providing to her. Let us read. नयन त्रितयं यज्ञे तथा पावक तेजसा भ्रुवो च संदयोस्तेज श्रवणान् ववनिल्श च अन्येषां चैव देवानां संभवस्तेजसां शिवा ततः समस्त देवानां तेजराशि समुद्भवम् तां विलोक्य मुदं प्रापो रमरा महिषार्दिता शूलं शूलादि निष्कृष्य ददो तस्यै पिनाकधृक्. Pinakdhrik is he who holds the pinak bow. You know, for example, Vishnu's bow is called the Sharang. Shivji's bow and arrow, bow is called the Pinak. So Pinakdhrik, he who holds the Pinak is called Pinakdhrik Shiv. He gave his trident, took out one extra trident from his original trident and gave it to Devi, offered her this trident. Chakram cha datvam Krishna samutpadya swachakrata. He produced a chakra, Sudarshan chakra, Krishna, and gave it to Devi. Shankham cha varunam shaktim dadatasye hutasanam. Shankha was given by Varun, the conch shell. Shaktim, kind of power, was given by Hutasana, Agni. Maruto dattavans chapam banapurne tatheshubhi vajramindram samutpadya kulishada maradhipam ददो तस्यै सहस्राक्षो घंटामैरावताज गजात कालदंडोद्यमोदंडम पाशम चाम्बुपतिर्ददो प्रजापतिश्चाक्षमालां ददो ब्रह्माकमंडलुम समस्तरोमकूपेषु निजरस्मिन् दिवाकर. The brightness of the sun was provided to her by the sun, and it covered all her skin. All the hair pores started shining with his light. Kalascha dattavan khadagam. Kal gave him a khadag. Kal is the Yamraj. Khadag is like an axe. Tasyas charmacha nirmalam chirodas chamalam hara majare cha tathambare चूड़ामणिम तथा दिव्यम कुंडले कटकानि च अर्धचंद्रम तथा शुभ्रम केयुराण सर्वबाहुषु. Now the ornaments are being given to her by the different devatas. Nupuro vimalo tadvat greve yakkamunamuttamam anguliya kararatani samasta swangalishu cha vishwakarma dadotasye parashum chati nirmalam अस्तान्ये नेकरूपाणि तथा भेद्यं च दंशनम् अमलान पंकजाम मालाम शिरस्यूरसी चापरम. Somebody gave her a garland which never wilts. It's always fresh. Amlan pankaj. Himvan vahanam singham ratnani vividhani cha Dadav Shunyam Suraya Panapatram Dhanadipa. Himavan, Himalaya, gave her a lion as a ride, as a method of transportation. And Suryapan Patram Dhanadipa, Kuber, gave her a container of pan. Sheshascha Sarvanagesho Mahamani Vibhushitam. Sheshnag gave her a money, a big diamond to wear on her head. नागहारं ददोतस्ये धत्ते स पृथ्वीमिमाम् अन्यैरपि सुरैर्दिव्यै भूषणैरायुधैस्तथा सम्मानितं ननादोच्चे साट्टहासं मुहुर्मुहुः तस्यानादेन घोरेण कृतस्नं पूरितं नभ अमायातात्तितमहता प्रतिशब्दो महानुभूत चक्षुभू सकलालोका समुद्राश्च च कंपिरे. Vishwakarma gave her an axe and many weapons and an indestructible shield. And then he gave her a garland, which I just told you, Amlan Pankaj, which never wilt, which contained lotuses which never wilt. Samudra, the devata of the seas, gave her a lotus flower. Dhanadhyaksh Kuber gave her pan patra, madhu se bhara. Madhu is honey. Sheshnag, who holds the earth, he gave her a Naghar, a necklace full of monies, sarpa money. And so all the devatas gave her jewelry, weapons, clothes, and so on. Having received all of this, being complete in all visible manner, she laughed and in a very, very loud voice, so loud that it shook the earth and the mountains. This very high-pitched sound could not be contained by the earth. It went all the way up to the sky, and even the sky started feeling a little small. There was a reflection of the sound, that is an echo, which created huge waves in the oceans. The whole earth started shaking, and all the mountains started shaking as well. That time, the devatas shouted in her praise, "Victory to you, Ma." Maharshi, all the Maharshis, all the sages who were everywhere, on the mountains, on the earth, everywhere, they, with folded hands, sang in her praise. This sudden commotion and extraordinary activity, alarmed the demons in their camps, fighting camps, and they took their weapons and shields and got up to find out what has happened. And Mahishasur got very angry and he said, "What is all this? What is happening?" So then he surrounded himself with a big army and went towards the source of the sound. There he saw this beautiful apparition, the Devi, who was removing all the darkness from the three worlds. Three worlds are heaven, hell, and the earth, where we live. Of course, there is a meaning of that. There is a meaning to it, which means your sthul sharir, corporal body, your sukshma sharir, your ethereal body, and your tag body or pen drive, which records all your plus minus activities. It seemed to Mahishasur that her weight itself was crushing the mountains, putting them down, and her crown, as if it was drawing lines in the sky. Sound of her bow, tang, tang, it seemed it would demolish the entire 7 underground places of existence. Our Sanatan Dharma says you have 7 planes of existence, 7 planes of existence below where we live, and there are 7 planes above where we live. So that is a 14 plane. So the ones below are called Talatal, Rasatal, Patal, and so on and so forth. The ones above us are Bhumi, Pitrilok. Pitrilok is where the ancestors live. Then there is Swarg, the heavens. That is the third. Then you have Jana, Maha, Tapa. 3 more places of existence where the Tapashvis live, is Tapalok. In your body, it is your Kutastha. And the ultimate place is Satyam, the crown of your own head. This is Satyam Lok. This is also known as Brahmarandra. It is also known as 1,000-petaled lotus. There is a deep philosophy behind that, so I will not go into it. Some of us know this, so I will not repeat it also. Let us move on. And then Devi had 1,000 arms at that point of time. She was, as if covering all the directions in the world. And immediately Mahishasur started fighting with her. She started fighting back with Mahishasur and his army. Chikshur Namak Mahanasur Mahishasur ka Sinanayak. One of these army's generals was a chap called Chikshur. He started fighting with Mahadevi. There was another chap called Chamar. I don't know what these names signify, but there has to be a meaning to these names. They are not just names for the sake of naming them something. There has to be some meaning to it, which I don't know. Let me confess. 60,000 रथियों के साथ आकर उदग्र नामक महादैत्य ने लोहा लिया. Now, that I can understand. That is very beautiful also. In Ramayana, there is a mention where Ram sends Shatrughna, his youngest brother, with 60,000 soldiers down south to take care of Banasur. There is a mention of 60,000 many places. Krishna, got 60,000 ladies abducted by Narkasur and kept in captivity, released. That is also 60,000. And here again we are talking of 60,000 Rathi. Rathi is those who fight on the chariot with a huge army following them. It's like an aircraft carrier moving with destroyers and cruisers and missile boats and all those things, submarines as well. So they move in formation. So these are 60,000 Rathis. Now what is this? What is this 60,000? What is the significance of the 60? There are from your heart various kinds of veins moving all over to the body. There are 60,000 veins which go downwards towards the Swadhisthana and the Muladhara region of the body. Now the Swadhisthana and Muladhara regions are for procreation. So necessarily these veins titillate and generate lust and, that is why Narkasur had 60,000 veins in his captivity, So, to get them released, Krishna went down there, down south on the Garud, his huge bird, along with Satyabhama. Satyabhama was the one who shot the arrow and killed Narkasur. This is a little bit of a digression, but it tells you what is the meaning of this 60,000. The 60,000 here are the same veins who are dragging your heart and mind in the wrong direction, in the direction of lust and enjoyment. So that is why they have to be fought. Again, there is a question of here, 60 lakh. 60 lakh is what? 100,000 is a lakh. So 60 lakhs is 60, 100,000. Again the 60. 60 is more important. So all of these people started fighting Devi, and Devi started a shower of arrows and she covered them up as if no sunlight would reach to them. She was not tired, she was not bothered, she was not at all wincing from the effort. And then all the deities and all the rishis and the sages started singing praises of her. And Devi Bhagwati Parmeshwari kept on showering the demons with her weapons. Even the lion, her mount, started shaking his head and moved around in the army of the demons as if fire was raging, forest fire. The lady from Brazil knows about forest fire in the Amazon, destroyed half the Amazon. What a tragedy. So the lion looked like forest fire moving amongst the trees, which were the demons. And then the deity with रणभूमि में दैत्यों के साथ युद्ध करती हुई अंबिका देवी ने जितने निश्वास छोड़े हुए सभी तत्काल सैकड़ों हजारों गणों के रूप में प्रकट हो गए परशु बिंदु. Okay. Every time she would breathe out, hundreds of thousands of gana, her Sainik, her soldiers would appear and they would start fighting the demon forces. I've never done it in English, which is why I'm a little, difficult for me to find the right words. So the flow is also restricted. But that's all right. You live and you learn. Some were killed by her Shakti, some were killed by her the sound, the intense sound of the Ghanta. Ghanta was the one that is worn by the Eravat, the mount of Indra. The four. By the way, I've never understood why Eravat had 4 trunks, 4 teeth. Recently, I saw somewhere, about the ancient creatures of the earth, and there was this 4-trunked elephant and with 4 tusks. That is what Indra used to ride. So our Shastras are very much on the ball, on the dot. This is all, different ways in which Devi kills all these monsters. Basically, her parakram, her great valor is being described, and how she is demolishing the army is being described. I don't think there's any need for us to go into that detail. Very soon, due to the intense battle, all the chariots, elephants, horses, and dead bodies of the demons were piled up in the battlefield. So much blood flew that huge flows of blood were seen. Very soon the Vishal means great, very large army of the demons was completely gone. In the manner that twigs and dry grass is eaten away by a fire, in that manner. The spectators were the other deities who were not involved in the actual fighting, and they started showering her with flowers and singing her praises. And that is how Mahishasu's army was demolished. Now Runadi wants Mahishasur Vadh, Tritiya Adhyay. We will read it in Sanskrit first, and then we will try to translate in English. At least large passages we'll read in Sanskrit and then immediately translate that as far as possible. Senapatiyon Sahit Mahishasur ka Vadh. The killing of Mahishasur and his generals of the army. Dhyanam. Om Muddha Bhanu Sahasrakanti Marunak Shauma Shiromalikam Raktadhara रक्तालिप्तपयोधरां जपपटिं विद्यां भीतिम्बरं हस्ताब्जैर्दधतीं त्रिनेत्रविलसद्वक्तारवृन्दाश्रियं देवीं बद्धहिमांशुरत्नमुकुटां वन्दे अरविन्दस्थिताम्. She was shining like 1,000 suns had arisen. She was wearing a red sari. There was a mundmala, a garland of skulls around her neck. There was a layer of sandal on her throat and chest. Three eyes, beautiful face, and there was this half a moon, that crescent, moon crescent on her head, and there was a crown full of possibly every jewel on the earth. And she was sitting on a lotus throne. Now the Rishi is Markandeya Rishi, who is now, no, it is not Markandeya Rishi, it is Medha Rishi, who is telling these two, Raja Surat and Samadhi Vaishya, the story of the different characters that Devi had taken to demolish evil from the earth. So this Rishi, Medha Rishi, is now continuing the story. He says, seeing his army being demolished relentlessly Chikshur, who was standing back watching the battle from a distance, came forward to start fighting with her. I will first read the Sanskrit. Nihanyamanam tatsainyam avalokya mahasura सेनानीश्चक्षुरं कोपाद्यो योधथुम्बिकां सदेवीं शरवर्षेण ववर्ष समरे असुर यथा मेरुगिरे शृङ्गं तोयवर्षेण तोयद तस्य छित्त्वा ततो देवी लीलयैव शरोत्करान् जगान तुर्गान् बाणैर्यन्तरा चैव वाजिनां चिक्षेद च धनुः सद्यो ध्वजं चाति समुच्छितम् विव्याध चैव गात्रेषु छिन्न धनवानमाशुगे सच्छिन्न धनवा विरथो हताश्च हतसारथि अभ्यधावत् तां देवी खड्गचर्म धरो असुर सिंह महात्य खड्गेन तीक्ष्णधारेण मूर्धनि आजगान् भुजे सव्ये दिव्यमप्यति वेगवान् तस्या खड्गो भुजं प्राप्य पफाल नृपनन्दनं ततो जग्राह शूलं स गोपादारुणलोचन चिक्षेप च ततस्तत्तु भद्रकाल्यां महासुर जाज्वल्यमानं तेजोभिरविबिम्बमिवाम्बरात् This Chikshur, one of the generals of the demon army, came forward in great anger to pick up the fight himself. He showered her with all kinds of arrows, as if a great black cloud was overhead. And that cloud was pouring rain onto the mountain. Then the Devi used her arrows and demolished the entire group of arrows shot by this Chikshur. She killed his horses and the charioteer, and she broke his dhanush bow, and the very tall flag that he was flying on his chariot was also demolished and cut down by her. And then she pierced him on different parts of his body with her own arrows. Dhanush, Rath, Ghode or Sathi. The Dhanush is bow, Rath is chariot, Ghoda is horses, and the charioteer, all were demolished by her, destroyed by her. Then this demon took his shield and sword and ran towards the Devi with the intent of killing her. He landed a blow with his sword onto the head of the Singh, her mount. And then he made another blow of the sword on her left arm. The moment it hit her left arm, it broke. The sword broke into pieces. Then he took a trident in his hand. That trident was like the sun falling out of the sky. It was so bright. Devi also took a shul, a trident, and made a counter attack on this. Thereby he saw, the demon saw his own trident break up into 100 pieces. And with that, Chikshur also blew up in a number of pieces. The next soldier to come, the general to come, was a chap called Chamar. He mounted an elephant and came to fight the deity, the Devi. And before he could make a serious attack on her, she Hunkar Hunkar is loud shout. Hum! That kind of a shout. And because of that only, he fell lifeless on the ground. Yet he rose and took a trident and threw it at her. Devi used arrows to cut this trident into pieces. The lion then jumped and mounted on the head of the elephant, or he started fighting the demon Chamar physically. They fell down from the top of the elephant, both of them, the lion and the demon, and kept attacking each other. The lion then jumped into the sky, and on his way back, he jumped up high into the sky, and on his way back, decapitated our great demon. Similarly, Udagra, another general of the demons, was killed. By this time, Devi was full of anger, and she used her mace to kill another general called Uddhat. Bhindipal, Bashkal, Tamra, Adi, Andhak ko mauton ke ghat har. These are the names. They are definitely a significance, but I am not aware of that. She then killed Ugrasya, Ugravirya, Mahanu, and demons like that. Then she killed with her sword a monster called Vidal. Durdhar and Durmukh, she shot with arrows. After seeing so much destruction of his own army, Mahishasur got very angry, and he assumed the shape of a huge Cape buffalo. And he started, hurting the Gana, the Sainiks that Devi had produced with her breath. With his mouth, with his horns, and with his khur mane, his legs. Does not make very fluent reading in English. I'm so sorry, but I admit I've never done that, and I'm not able to find great fluency. But let me try to read the Sanskrit once again. Evam sankshiyamane tu swasenne mahishasura mahishena swarupena trasiyamas tan ganan. This is where she says the Mahishasur took the shape of a buffalo. Kanschit tunda praharena khuruchepes tatha paran lalangul lataditam chanya shringabhyam vidaritan vegena kanchi parannadena brahmanena scha nishwasa pavane nanyana patayamas bhutalehi. This Mahishasur used his very sharp breath to throw off a lot of Devi's gun. He used his hoofs, khur is hoof, his hoofs to trample a few, impale them with his horn, and stuff like that. So this is all again a battle. Normally, I don't read the battle scenes in chapter 3 and some of the others, chapter 6, 7, 8. I don't normally read them. If I read them, I just read the Sanskrit version. So I'm not very familiar with what is going on, except that I know the line of the story. Okay, now let us see. This angry monster in the shape of the buffalo then started moving rapidly towards Chandika to kill her. She threw her lasso and tied him up. The moment the buffalo body was tied up with her lasso was given by Yamraj, the god of death. So that is inviolable. You cannot, nothing can destroy that. So he was tied with that lasso. So he had no choice. So he immediately avoided the body of the buffalo. And what happened? He appeared like a lion. He took the shape of a lion. The moment Jagdamba started to cut off his head, he became a Khadagdhari Purush, a man with an axe. Devi immediately showered a huge number of arrows onto him, cut off his shield and his sword, and pierced him in very many places. He immediately turned himself into a Gaj. Gaj is elephant. Or the elephant started using his trunk to capture the lion, the mount of the Devi. At that point of time, Devi cut off his trunk. Again he resumed the shape of a buffalo. The Devi then started laughing. She started consuming a little bit of madhu, honey, from the pot given to her by Kuber, and she started laughing. This Mahishasur started throwing huge chunks of earth, almost mountainous chunks of earth, onto the Devi, and she would destroy all of them in the air with the arrows, with her arrows. Devi Uvacha. Ma Durga tells Mahishasur, Garj garj chanam mudha madhupyavat pimambayam maya tvayi hate atraiva garjishantyashu devatam. O foolish monster, you can make all the sounds that you want, all the garjana, all the terrifying sounds that you want, as long as I am consuming this madhu. Maya tvayi hate atraiva. The moment I finish you off, all the devatas who are watching, they will shout at your death. They will enjoy your death. Devi jumped up and she mounted this monster who was in the shape of a buffalo at that point of time. Devi took her shul, her trident, and pierced his heart. But by that time, he had left this body of the buffalo, which was being pressed by her, and he came out of that body. Partly he came out, partly he was still inside here. He had just left half the body, then Devi stopped and she decapitated him with a huge sword, and the entire demon army then ran away. And all the devatas were very happy and they sang in praise of her. Gandharvas started singing. Here, a very significant event has taken place. Some of the statues of Durga Ji, when you see Durga Thakur in the pandals, which in Bengal they say pandal, which I don't agree to anyway. So these special places where Durga Ji is worshipped, some of the wise statue makers will show you Durga Ji killing him with her trident, and it pierces his heart. This is not mentioned in this book. I think there is some omission somewhere. Why? I'll tell you. We should know that Shivji gave her the Trishul, the trident, and the trident is meant to give you salvation. How? Three shuls. Shul is pointer, or shul is even needle. So these pierce 3 points of your body: Muladhar, Hriday, and Jivva. To unravel the knots in these veins, in the nerves. So from Muladhar to Agya Chakra, it should be one straight flow. It is not. There are 3 knots which block the flow of pran, especially in the Sushumna. So that is why in the ultimate stage, when the demon is not going to give up, Shivji uses his Trishul. The intention being his evil body is damaged and destroyed, and he himself is taken to heavens, relieved of his pap karma. Mahishasur was killed by the trident. So if you were, if you pay attention, some of the Durga Thakur murtis will show you killing her. Some erroneously show a spear piercing his heart. Some erroneously show his head being cut. That's not correct. Mahishasur was given salvation by the use of the Trishul on his heart. Hriday Granthi Bhed it is called in sadhana. So now let me, how much time is there? Oh my God, we have already run out of time. But I would like to sing the stuti that the Devatas sang after the Vada of Mahishasur, after the death of Mahishasur. And that stuti is a very beautiful and one of my favorites also. And this tune, how to sing this, was picked up in Baliganj, that Birla Mandir. They sing on Thursdays this stuti. So let me just take another 10 minutes and finish this off for you. चतुर्थ अध्याय इंद्रादि देवताओं द्वारा देवी की स्तुति. It is Shakra Adi Devata. Shakra is the name of that Indra at that time. Shakra. There was Nahush, then there were so many others. The Indras keep changing. Okay. So Shakradi Devataon Dwara Devi ki Stuti. Stuti is hymn. Om Kala Bhrabham Katayakshari Kuil Bhaidam Golibadhendu Rekham Shankham Chakram Kripanam Trishkamapi Karairudvahantim Trinetram Sking Skandhadi Rudam Tribonakhilam Tejasa Purayantim Dhyayeda Durgam Jakyam Tridash Parivritam Sevitam Siddhikame. Rishi Ruvacha. Now all the Devatas collectively are singing praises of her. Shakra, there you go, Shakra. Shakradaya suragana niyateti virye tasmin duratmani surari balecha devyam. Tam tushtuvo pranati namra shirodharansa vagvi praharsha pulakodgama charu deham. Devyaya tatamidam jagatma shaktya nishesha deva gana shakti samuha murtyam. Tambikam akhila deva maharshi pujyam bhaktya natasma vidavdatu subhani sanam. Yasya prabhava matulam bhagavan ananto brahma harascha nahi vaktumalam balam cha. Sa chandika khil jagat paripalnaya nashaya cha shubha bhayasya matim karotu. This is very powerful. It says, Yasya prabhav matulam bhagavan ananto. Even Sheshnag, who is supposed to hold up the earth in the place where it is. Even Sheshnag, Brahma, Harascha is Vishnu. All of them are in no position to know about your great powers. They don't know. Therefore, they cannot speak. Such Chandike, such a powerful presence that you are, we pray to you to think of the welfare of the entire creation and the destruction of all Ashubh, all evil. Make up your mind, please, and do it. Then it goes on. Ya Shri Swayam Sukritinam Bhavaneshwa Lakshmi Papatmanam Kritadhiyam Hridayeshu Buddhi Shraddha Satam Kulajana Prabhavasya Lajjatam Tvam Natasma Paripalaya Devi Vishwam. Kim varnayam tava rupam achintyametat kim chati viryam asurakshayakari bhuri kim chahaveshu charitani tavadbhutani sarveshu devya suradeva ganadikeshu. How can we describe your great roop? Roop just doesn't mean body features. Roop means you in entirety, the power that surrounds you, the aura that surrounds you, everything about you. We are in no position to explain. Especially even Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are not in a position to do that. How can we? Hetu samasta jagatam trigunapi doshe na gyayase hariharadi virapya param. Sarvashayakhilamidam jagadansa bhutam avyakrita hi parama prakriti svamadhyam. Yasya samasta surata samudiranena triptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi. Swaha sivai pitriganasya cha tripti heturucharyase tvamata eva janai swadacha. You remembered yesterday we were discussing about Swadha and Swaha? This is the shlok that says that. This is the verse. Yasya samasta surata samudiranena triptim prayati sakaleshu makheshu devi. The entire world is satisfied and at peace because of your presence. Swaha sive pitriganasya trihetu. That is given because of Swaha. Swaha is where the offering to the various deities, the devatas, are transported from the place of offering to the place of consumption, somewhere up there. And for the Pitrigana, the parents, the ancestors, the Ucharya, we have to speak of Swadha. Swadha is where the Tarpan Jal is taken by the Bhagavati and given to the ancestors. See, this is the entire pantheon of all the deities who are also part of her only, who are singing her praise as if they are independent of her. Nobody is independent. You are not, I am not, they are not, nobody is. I'll explain that. या मुक्ति हेतुरविचिन्त्य महाव्रता त्वम् अभ्यस्यसे सुनियतेन्द्रिय तत्त्वसारे मोक्षार्थिभिर्मुनिभिः समस्त दोषैर् विद्यासि सा भगवती परमा हि देवी शब्दात्मिका सुविमलर्घ्यजुषां निधान मुदगीतरम्य पदपाठवतां च साम्नाम् देवी त्रयी भगवती भवभावनाय वार्ता च सर्वजगतां परमार्थिहन्त्री मेधासि देवी विदिताखिल शास्त्रसारा दुर्गासि दुर्गभवसागर नौरसंगा श्रीकैटभारि हृदये तकृतादिवासा गौरी त्वमेव शशिमौलिकृत प्रतिष्ठा. As Gauri, you are the famous other half of Shashimali Krita Pratishtha. Shashi is Chandra, he who wears the moon in a crescent form. You are his glory. ईशत् सहासममलं परिपूर्ण चंद्र बिंबानुकारी कनकोत्तम कांतिकांतम् अत्यद्भुतं प्रहर्तमात्तरुषा तथापि वक्त्रं विलोक्य सहसा महिषासुरेण दृष्ट्वा तु देवी कुपितं भ्रिकुटीकरालमुद्यच्छ शाङ्खसदृश विषण्ण सद्यम् प्राणान् मुमोच महिषस्तदतीव चित्रम् कैर्जीव्यते कुपितान्तगदर्शनेन. Looking at your fearsome, angry face, the demons should have died on their own. Let me read that first. 13 is here. When your face was full of anger and red, just like the moon is when it just comes out of the horizon, Mahishasura should have died just looking at that. But even more strange, even stranger than that is when Yamaraj, the god of death, in anger, who can survive? Everybody will die. देवी प्रसीद परमा भवती भवाय सद्यो विनाशयसि कोपवती कुलानि विज्ञातमेतदधुनैव यदस्तमेतनीतं बलं सुविपुलं महिषासुरस्य ते सम्मता जनपदेषु धनानि तेषां यशांसि न च सीदति धर्मवर्गम् धन्यास्त एव निवृत्तात्मभृजत्यदारा येषां सदाभ्युदयदा भवति प्रसन्ना. This is an interesting verse. You always allow people to progress and rise. Those that you are happy with, those who have made you happy, even such people are, सम्मान English की हवे, praised in the entire nation. They also get a lot of money and fame, and their dharma, their going by their dharmic acharan is never lost. They also have healthy wife, sons and servants, and they are blessed. धर्मयाणि देवी सकलानि सदैव कर्माण्यत्यादृतं प्रतिदिनं सुकृति करोति स्वर्गं प्रयाति च ततो भवति प्रसादं लोकत्रयेऽपि फलदाननु देवी तेन. Now this slok, दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेष जंतो स्वस्थै स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभां ददासि दारिद्र दुःख भयहारिणि का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकार करणाय सदार्द्रचित्ता. Sapnadi, are you given diksha by Gandhi Baba? Yes? Okay. And Shankarda also.
Yes.
And who else?
Not from anybody from here. Not-
Okay. So this this shlok was told to me by Gandhi Baba's guru. So your Param Guru, Bhagwan Da from Patna. He was very friendly with me for some blessings from up above. And some people were a little depressed about their own mental condition. So he said, tell them this shlok, and every day in the front of Devi, light a agarbatti, dhupkati, and small little offering of either a peda or a laddu or whatever, and a red flower, hibiscus, and then sing this 3 times, 5 times, 11 times, whatever they want for some period of time. And this is a very famous thing. Tomorrow I'll tell the story of what happened when I went to Shahdol in near Bilaspur, MP. There's a very interesting story. We'll read about that. Tomorrow we'll talk. एभिर्हतैर्जगदुपैति सुखं तथैते कुर्वन्तु नाम नरकाय चिराय पापम् संग्राम मृत्युमधिगम्य दिवं प्रयान्तु मतवेति नूनमहितान् विनिहंसि देवी द्रष्टैव किं न भवति प्रकरोति भस्म सर्वासुरा नरिषु यत् प्रणिनोषि शस्त्रम् लोकान् प्रयान्तु रिपवो अपि शस्त्रपूता इत्थं मतिर्भवति तेष्वपि तेति साध्वी खड्ग प्रभा निकर विस्फुरणैस्ततोऽग्रे शूलाग्रकान्ति निवहेन दिशो असुराणाम् यन्नागता विलयमंशुमदिन्दुखण्ड योग्याननं तव विलोकयतां तथेतत् दुरवृत्तवृत्तशमनं तव देवि शीलम् रूपं तथैतदविचिन्त्यमतुल्यमन्ये वीर्यं च हन्त्रिहृतदेव पराक्रमाणां वैरीष्वपि प्रकटितैव दया त्वयेत्थम् केनोपमा भवतु तेष्य पराक्रमस्य रूपं च शत्रुभयकार्यतिहारिकुत्र चित्ते कृपा समरनिष्ठुरता च द्रष्टा तय्येव देवि वरदे भुवनत्रयेऽपि त्रैलोक्यमेतदखिलं रिपुनाशनेन त्रातं त्वया समरमूर्धनि तेऽपि हत्वा नीतादिवं रिपुगणभयमप्यपास्तमस्माकमुन्मदसुरारिभवं नमस्ते शूलेन पाहि नो देवी पाहि खड्गेन चाम्बिके घण्टासुनेन न पाहि चाप्यजानी सुनेन च प्राच्यां रक्ष प्रतीच्यां च चण्डिके रक्ष दक्षिणे ब्राह्मणेनात्मशूलस्य उत्तरस्यां तथेश्वरी सौम्यानि यानि रूपाणि त्रैलोक्ये विचरन्ति ते यानि चात्यर्थघोराणि ते रक्षास्मान् सदा भुवम् खड्गशूलगदादीनि यानि चास्त्राणि ते अम्बिके करपल्लव संगिनी तेरस्मान् रक्ष सर्वथा ऋषिरुवाच एवं स्तुतासुरैर्दिव्यै कुसुमैर्नन्दनोद्भवे अर्चिता जगतां धात्री तथा गन्धानुलेपने भक्त्या समस्त्रैस्त्रिदशैर्दिव्यैर्धूपैस्तु धूपिता. Having thus sung her praises, the Surair with all the devatas offered her very nice scented flowers and applied kumkum and chandan, that is and dhupkati, and continued her praises. Praha prasad sumukhi samastana pranatan suran. Then the Devi said, Briyata tridasha sarveda smatto abhivanchitam. Ask me for a boon. I am pleased with your offerings. Ask me for a boon. Devauchu, the Devata said, Bhagvatya kritam sarvam na kinchid vashishyate. You have fulfilled us. There is nothing pending. There is nothing more than we can want. Yadayam nihata shatrur asmakam mahishasura. By killing this monster, Mahishasur, you have fulfilled us. Yadi chapi varodeyastya asmakam maheshwari. Even then, if you want to bless us and give us some boon, Sansmrita tvanno hinsetha paramapada. Whenever we think of you, call on you, invoke your presence, O Maheshwari, yes chamratya stavere vistam sloshatta malanane tasya vittir vipaver dvara dhanadi sampidam vruddhayasmat prasanna tvam bhavetha sarvadambike. You have fulfilled us in all ways possible. There is no pending. You have killed our enemy, Mahishasur. And still, if you want to bless us, then whenever we call upon you, remember you, invoke your presence, kindly come and remove our problems, such as they may be. For those humans who sing your praise like this, give him or them enough means, welfare and Vaibhav. Vaibhav is glorious living. Increase the life of their wealth, increase the life of their family people, and we will use that, we will think of that as your blessings to us. Then the Rishi says, finally he is closing now. Iti prasadita devir jagato arthe tathatmana tathet yuktva bhadrakali babhuvanta hrita nripa ityeta katitam bhupa sambhuta sa yatha pura devi dev sharirebhyo jagatraya hitaishini punascha gauri dehat sa samadhuta yatha bhavat वदाय दुष्ट दैत्यानां तथा शुंभ निशुंभयो रक्षणाय च लोकानां देवानां उपकारिणी तच्च शृणुष्व मे आख्यातं यथावत् कथयामि ते ह्रीं ओं इति श्री मार्कंडेय उवाच। सार्वणिके मन्वन्तरे कथा देवी महात्म्य शक्रादि स्तुतिर्नाम चतुर्थोध्याय संपूर्णम। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राण परायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। The Devi left after saying Tathastu. O king, now he is talking to Raja Surat. In this manner, she who always thinks of the welfare of the three worlds, the heavens, the earth, and the down below, she appeared from the body of the Devatas. We have seen that in chapter 2. All these stories I have already told you. Now, again, she will appear to kill and destroy the evil demons, Shumb and Nishumb, and protect the rest of the world from the body of Gauri Devi, Parvati. How that will happen, I will tell you next. That's the end of chapter 4. That is, Mahishasura's story is over. Now we start the story of Shumb Nishumb, chapter 5. So I think we had a long session, already 20-25 minutes extra. I'm sorry for the extra consumption of your time. But any questions, anybody? No? Okay, no problem. Tomorrow being Friday, Runadi is coming to my place, and I would love to have anybody else who is interested. For those who are not initiated by Gandhi Baba, we will meet at 5. For those who are initiated by Gandhi Baba, if they want to come, they can come at 4 o'clock. The Kriya ones only. Non-Kriya ones, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we will do Samved Sadhan. So those who are interested are most welcome. Those who are not in a position to come because they're not getting the kriya from the right authorized persons, you might come at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock we will have Gita and Chandi tomorrow live, and then we'll have a little prasad. So you won't need to cook dinner and come. The dinner will be with us. So that's it. Jai Guru. Good night. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Jai Guru.
Thank you. Jai Guru.
Jai
Jai
Guru.
Guru.
Yeah.